Now, having said this, I will now take you through that when we look at this market, what can be marketed. And here, briefly, we'll see what things can be marketed are. You can have goods, you can have services, you can have events, you can have experiences, you can have persons, places, products. There are so many things which can be marketed. And here, we'll go, best is let us see some pictures and we can get some examples. This is a typical example of a good, a product, physical product which is being marketed. This is an example of a service. Someone is going and having a haircut at a salon, correct? So there is a little difference. There's a product, there's a service. This can be an event going, that is a dance show. This also can be marketed. Experience, you go on some type of safari, you go on a tour, that experience itself can be marketed. A person, a pop star, a musician, they can be marketed. Place, God's own country, Kerala, you can market that. Property, this we know, we have got so many flats, houses, these can also be marketed. Organization, a corporation's logo, it can be marketed. Information, when we buy information, secondary data, information can be marketed. An idea can also be marketed. So, what we are saying is that when we come here in the process, so many things can be marketed. And ultimately what they are primarily some type of a need is there and they are catering to that need. This is where this success of that marketing, entire enterprise can work. You see, when a company, supposing they spot an opportunity and they are wanting to develop a particular product or a service, it starts with what we say a core idea, a core benefit. Like, if for instance, somebody, let us say, wants to make a washing machine. Now the core idea can be that they want to help people with washing clothes. Or it can be even more. They may say that I want to help a housewife or any lady or any person who has got a family and they have got these things in their domestic chores. That means whatever is there in the domestic space, be it washing, be it cleaning, be it anything like that, in that I want to. So that becomes your core benefit or the core idea. Around that, let us take for instance, if somebody is developing a washing machine. Then, from that core benefit, they will come to what we call a tangible product. Now here what we mean is, when we say a tangible product, that means whether it is going to be a semi-automatic washing machine, will it be a fully automatic washing machine, is it going to have some fuzzy logic system, what will the type of options you are giving, soak options, star options, whatever. So you finally, depending, moving ahead from that core basic idea, you create a particular functional, tangible product. Like if, for instance, one says that my core idea is that I want to, offer people something which can be in the space of entertainment. Or I say, I'm going to give them something in the space of how to spend their vacations. Then from that core idea, several things can come. Like, for the vacation, it can be travel tourism, it can be some type of, during the vacation, I can have some games type of an entertainment park. So from that, the tangible product is the next one which you come from that core idea. But then, like in the case of that washing machine, when we say that from that core idea, I've developed a washing machine, then the company moves to the third level, and that is that while I'm saying my core idea is to help you in washing clothes, now let me see what can be something which will be beyond, like I must give you absolutely trouble-free service anytime. So I've got to have a service setup. I must have people whom is quite possible will come home and train you how best to use that particular product. So here we come to the third level, which we basically call the augmented product. That means I am giving something beyond that tangible product. Many of the cases you'll find, like if for a simple thing like a toothpaste, core idea may be oral care. So I develop a toothpaste. That toothpaste becomes the tangible product. But I may also say that I will ensure through my servicing, my distribution, that toothpaste, wherever you go in the market, when you find that is of recent manufacture, it's in a nice condition, so they become something which I am giving a little beyond that tangible product. Why it is important is that if you want to keep your customers happy, then it is just not going on the core idea and coming with the tangible product. You have got to go a little beyond. And this gives scope. This is where companies can differentiate. Companies can make very strong brands. Companies can have enduring market share. They go on and on for longer periods. Now, since we said that this starts with a core idea and this, let us take one particular example and we'll try to illustrate. So what happens when I get a core idea? Then from the core idea, there may be several features or attributes, characteristics which can be there. But all those attributes, all those features may not be possible for delivery. So what the company or the organization or whoever is trying to get into the marketing space, what they will do is they will take a few of those attributes, and through that they create a bundle of attributes which we call a concept. And then from that we move forward, test it out. Is it worthwhile? Are people really going to get excited? Are they really going to take it? What will the type of sales I can get? Is it really going to satisfy some type of a need? And am I going to get a very good opportunity? All these then they start. So from the core idea we start. Now how do you get a core idea? See, this core idea sometimes, we'll see a little beyond when we go into how to do an environmental scanning, but the core idea sometimes can be just triggered by somebody saying, there is somebody feels there is a need. That can trigger it. Or it can be done through a very organized way, like you can call people, you can do a brainstorm, you can get individual people, ask them to voice what may be their needs, and through that you can systematically pick up. Or sometimes core ideas may come where an organization is already in some space and they find that there are more opportunities linked with it. That means, for instance, somebody says that he is doing, let us say, a thing like manufacturing a refrigerator, and in that refrigerator they find that in the direct cool where it is with ice and all, can I have a frost free? That means I get a thing where that refrigerator is not going to have that little refrigerator box where ice solidifies. So I go to some other type. So what can be there? My core benefit which I am going from the refrigerator, which maybe I am trying to give somebody, something for preserving perishable products, I go beyond and I say I'm going to give you a frost-free refrigerator. That means a refrigerator which is, where you don't have to get into the problem of every, 7 days going and plugging it off, getting all that ice and throwing away. So from that thing, a new type of a concept may come, and then you start thinking, is it possible to go and deliver on this? Or for instance, somebody says that I am already, a product like ITC, for instance, they are already in the cigarette space, and then suddenly they say that in this particular space, let me see, can I get to give people more things which can be compatible with my distribution? So perhaps it comes that there is a space which is available in, let us say, biscuits or in snacks. That means I am now going into an area where the core idea may be that I will give them something which may have nourishment at the same time, they can have some type of a snacking, they may have some type of where they can get, small in-between meals. And then from that, this idea of maybe a sun feast, your biscuit, whole thing evolves. That can be one. The other can be that, primary, like, when, for instance, if the iPod came, perhaps they found that, yes, there is a need which is there. People, they feel that while they have got to get into music, while they want in-home entertainment, they want to go on having it. There is a problem today which is happening is that if someone has to buy a particular song, you have to buy an album. Can I give them something where every song which they want, that individual song can be downloaded? And so, maybe iTunes gets created. So what primarily happens is the trigger can come either through some type of a thing where it has come, somebody has felt a need, or even an entrepreneur or somebody who is in that space, he sees that there seems to be this type of a need gap. Then let me see, can I do? Or it can be through a process where you do a brainstorm, you get ideas, and through that you pick up, are there opportunities?